Test, test, test. What's going on, yo? What the hell going on with my music? Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me see how we sound. 1 second, y'all. Y'all already know the audio be acting up sometimes. This right first. Alright, give me 1 second. Let me get this audio going, y'all. Let me get this audio right. But we do have a few settings we're looking at right now. We do got a few settings we're looking at right now. Alright, let me see if we sound better. Let me see if we sound better. We do, but there's slight static. Let me get this audio right, y'all. Give me 1 second. Alright, if it gets bad, let me know. But I think we're good right now. Let me know if the audio sounds good. Let me know if this sounds better, y'all. Shout out to the Noti gang. Let's let the other folks know we live. Alright, so we're looking to see if gold can hold this level right here. It's doing a retest right now. We're about to see if we can hold this level right here as support. We have been pushing pretty hard. Alright, so we did have a nice retracement take place on a few of these charts right here. But we are still going to be looking for buys on NAS and gold today. We're still going to be looking for buys on GJ today as well. Still not looking at GU. I just don't like what I see. I'm just waiting for a retracement. Okay, that's a, hold on a second. That's a nice reaction right there. Let's see if we can hold. Let's see if we can hold. Make sure to like the lives. Y'all hop up in here. Y'all subscribe if you're not subscribed already. So let's see if we can hold this level right here. See if we can turn resistance to support. What's going on, new? I see you up in here. I see you up in here. Those joining the stream, we have not entered these trades yet. These are just trade ideas. We have not entered these trades yet. Make sure to hit that first link in the description. Join the free Signal, free Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last month and last quarter. Go ahead and hit that first link and check it out for yourselves. Yeah, I'm liking this retest right now. Let's see what this next 5 minute looks like. So with GJ, we're going to look for buys. So we're going to be looking to see if we can maintain 215.45 as support, or we're going to look to see if we can BCR hold 215.70 as support. And again, y'all, like I was talking to y'all in the TikTok live yesterday, the London session live yesterday, here's so many examples right here why I tell y'all not to break out trade. Another example here, you always want to wait for the BCR. Always want to wait for the BCR. There's some more examples right here. So right now at gold, we're looking to see if we can maintain 48.10 as support. If so, we're going to be targeting these highs right here. NAS100, same thing. We're going to be looking to see if we can BCR and maintain 25.860 as support. If so, we're going to look for buys going up to 25.930, or we're going to look for price to retest 25.770, 25.780. We got a new 5 minute about to pop up in a little bit. Make sure to like the live and subscribe if you have not already, y'all. We're almost at 5,300 subscribers. We can get to that easily. Got a new video dropping for y'all later on today as well. But yeah, we've been having some big ass moves to start off the week. Yesterday and Monday, we had big ass moves to start off the week. So just watching to make sure we're not going to get caught in a big ass retracement before we take a setup. That's really what we're just waiting on right now. Minute popped up. Let's see. We're gonna hold this on support right here. If y'all was in the live yesterday, NAS ended up flying all New York session. I only caught a little piece of the pie, but as you can see, price proceeded to fly literally all day. This goes back to why I always thought just go with the flow of price, because if you just go with the flow of price, there were so many setups you could have caught just by going for buys because we're in an uptrend, right? On gold, on NAS100 NQ, GJ. Simply just by going with the flow of price, you give yourself the easiest setups to take. But right now, we're just waiting for our confirmations, y'all. We know what the game plan is, so all we're doing now is just simply waiting to see if price can hold these levels. And if they hold the levels, we're going to take a setup. If they reject the levels, we don't take a setup. That's all it is to it. That's all it is to it. We're just chilling, patiently waiting. If y'all got any questions, drop in the chat. Want me to look at any charts, drop in the chat. So again, we see price rejecting, so we're not going to take this setup. We're going to see what this next 15 looks like, though. About to see what this next 15 looks like. New 15 just popped up. Let's see if gold can maintain this level right here. So the last two candles that we did close back above, so that's a good sign. So let's see what this 15 does right here. Alright, I like that flip right there. That's what we was looking for. Yeah, I like this flip right here. NAS is pushing it as well. So again, with NAS, if we can hold 25 of 860 as support, we can look for buys. And then right here, we're looking to see if we can maintain 48.12 as support right here. GJ, we're going to be looking to see if we can maintain 250.45 as support. If not, we're going to look for the BCR at 215.70. That is the current game plan, though. That is the current game plan. As far as news, there is no news today. So we're simply just waiting for volume and the confirmations to be met. We do have later on tonight, though, at 9:30 Australian news for those that trade Australian pairs. But besides that, there's no news in New York or London session. So yeah, I'm liking both of these, but gold's the one meeting the confirmations right now. So we're gonna jump in this gold setup. I'm gonna drop this straight after that. We might jump in this in a second. Actually, I like it. We're gonna jump in. We're gonna jump in. It's either gonna hold this level or reject, but it's already held this level of support for 30 minutes. It keeps rejecting back up. So we're gonna jump in this thing right here. We're gonna let this thing do its thing. Only thing about these charts the past few weeks that I don't like, but we just kind of got to thug it out because it's like we either take setups or we don't trade at all. Only thing I don't like about these charts the past couple of weeks, which is why I've been looking at less charts, is like we just been pushing. Like we haven't really been seeing like retracements. You know what I'm saying? Like obviously we can see that with gold, or like if we like pull up NAS100 or GJ, we just been kind of fucking pushing. Which is the one thing I don't like. If y'all been watching, I do not like just straight up vertical charts, but like these charts have just been pushing, so it's just like, fuck it, you know, I left NAS alone for a week. It wants to keep on pushing, fuck it, let's go for buys. That's why I went for buys yesterday and Monday. But a higher low is definitely due in a lot of these charts. We did have one for gold, so we're kind of just looking for volume to give us a clean higher high on gold. That's what we're kind of looking for. The news yesterday didn't really do anything too crazy to help us break levels, but we did end up breaking levels anyways, and we did end up making a new higher high. We broke these highs right here, so we did catch that higher high yesterday. You can see price kind of retracing right now. But we got a little bit of work to do, and then with GJ, kind of similar situation. Like GJ, same thing, right? We had this higher high that price was struggling to break. All right, we had this higher high price was struggling to break right here. Let's turn this back red. And then we just finally broke through it. After we had a reversal, price failed to start the downtrend. Then we reversed back up, and then we just been fucking flying. So we took out the higher high, and then we also took out these highs to the left. So like a lot of these charts due for fucking retracements. So is it gonna happen today? Is it gonna happen tomorrow? Who fucking knows? We ain't, like I tell you all the time, we don't know when the higher high is gonna end until it fucking ends. You know what I'm saying? But that's what's going on with a lot of these charts right here. But we're just gonna still go with the floor price. I'm liking NAS right here too. So we're gonna see if we can close here. We got a new 5 minute about to pop up in about a minute and a half. But we're gonna let this do its thing, right? If it doesn't hold this level of support, it might try to retest 47.72, but definitely not looking for sells on gold today. But give me 1 second, y'all. I gotta type some stuff up. And if y'all got any questions, drop in the chat, and I got y'all. But let's see what this next 5 minute looks like. Both of these right here, but we're gonna wait to see what NAS gonna hold right here. GJ, we're still just waiting, y'all. We're still just waiting for the price to either tap this level or BCR right here. But that's also why I haven't been touching GU, because GU is doing exactly what I've been talking about. Like, that thing's just looking disgusting right now. We pull up GU. I know a lot of people have been wondering why we haven't been looking at GU. So first, let me take a U out this motherfucker. All right. So when we look at GU, kind of similar situation, right? Right, we had the downtrend. Let's rewind. We had the downtrend, right? And let's pull out the playbook really quick. Let's pull out the playbook. And if the audio gets bad, let me know, because I don't got my AirPods in. So if y'all can't hear me, let me know, because I'd be unfortunate. I hear static and muffled. Y'all can't hear me. But nobody said they can't, so I'm assuming we're still good. All right, but if the audio does get bad, let me know. So we're gonna go to the rules of the downtrend really quick. All right, let's go to the rules of the downtrend. I'm trying to find the right page. There's so many pages. Okay, here we go. Right, for price to continue to go down, it has to break support levels and turn them into resistance levels. That's what creates the lower low. Right, only way the uptrend will come into play is a price break past the lower high and turn the previous resistance level into support level, like how the green arrow shows. So with GU, we was in a downtrend since the end of January, beginning of February. The downtrend ended like a week ago, right? So we can see right here, when we retrace prices steps, right? This is the lower low, this is the lower high, right? This is the lower low, this is the lower high, boom. All right, so for the downtrend to continue, we need to maintain this level as resistance, but also turn the support level into resistance. All right, cool. So when we get rid of this, we can see price failed to break the lower low. Then we also see price rejected this level on Wednesday. What was this, last week or 2 weeks ago? I don't know. I'm terrible with time. And as you can see, price has just done nothing but fly since then. We're just not getting retracement. So that's why I've been leaving GU alone, because it's like, okay, buys is the move, but you know, the uptrend also has higher lows, higher highs, and we have not seen that happen yet. So that's why I've just been leaving GU alone. But depending on what it does today, we might look back at GU for Thursday and Friday. But as of now, just gonna let it do its thing. Just gonna let it do its thing. Gold still tapping that level. Nas broke this level. So yes, right now I'm just paying attention to Nas and gold right here. Just looking at these two charts. Gold is still trying to figure its life out. It is still holding the level as support. So we just need some volume for price to push up. But like I said, if it fails to hold this level as support, it's gonna try to come back down to 47.74. But it held this level for 30 minutes. So that's why we took this setup here. So on the next 15, we're going to see if Nas can hold this level as support right here as well. Make sure to hit that first link in the description, join the free signal, free Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last month and last quarter. Go ahead and hit that first link and check it out for yourselves. But again, y'all, we're just waiting right now. We're just waiting. Got about a minute to the next 15. We're still gonna hold the SR2 biggest hit, but it looks like Nas is doing what we're looking for on gold. That's about to take off. Okay, so we're gonna still hold this to SRTB gets hit. This is what GJ is looking like. It's still in between our zones. The NAS looks like it's about to try to hold this level of support right here as well. Just ranging right here. Yeah, we're simply just waiting for volume. And for those that don't know how to set alerts, I don't remember because I made that video a long ass time ago, but if you're in the free trading crash course, right? And y'all watch this video, let me find the video really quick. But I'm gonna show you in a second because I don't remember if I went over it in that video. Let me see. Hold on a second. But for those that be asking like how to get started, where should you start at and things like that, make sure to join the free trading crash course and watch the videos in order in the crash course. But I'm about to show you how to set alerts really quick. Hold on a second. Okay. And for y'all that do not know, the crypto and stock channel is up and running. I know I've been talking about it for a minute. I know. But it is up and running now. So make sure to check that out. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to comment what stocks, cryptos you want me to talk about. Because I'm still talking about what I'm going to talk about. But I also want to, talk about shit y'all looking at as well. So make sure to subscribe to the crypto and stock channel also. Just dropped the video for y'all the other day. And then I dropped the Bitcoin analysis for y'all last week going there. That's going as projected so far. And then of course y'all was here last year. If you go to this main channel, look at the playlist, you'll see there's multiple playlists besides the two I talk about, which is the trade breakdown and the day trade tips playlist. Because on this channel for like the last year some change, we was talking about stocks and crypto. And if y'all watch those videos, those things are like the stocks, oh my god, the stocks have been exploding since last year. The stocks and crypto I've been talking about, well not crypto too much, but the stocks for sure. But just to limit confusion and stop confusing the fucking algorithm, I'm just gonna keep this strictly day trading like how it originally was, and then that second channel is gonna be the crypto and stock channel. So gold's still chilling right at our level, and then we can see NAS is pushing up. So again, if NAS could hold 25,860 as support, we can look for buys going to 25,930. Okay. And then for the NQ traders, let me see if the price is different. Because, sometimes they like to have the prices be different as hell. So give me 1 second. So for NQ, those prices are going to be 25,990. If we hold 25,990 as support, we can look for buys going to 2660, possibly 2680. Alright. I'll just rewind that if y'all didn't hear that. But that's for NQ, because NAS and NQ are different prices. Gold and GC are sometimes the same prices. They do switch up every now and then. But yeah, but NAS is pushing up right now. That's what we're looking for with gold, but NAS is doing what we're looking for right now. Let me know who's in gold. Let me know who's in NAS. Let me know who's just watching. And we're still waiting on GJ. So make sure to join that free crash course and also subscribe to the crypto channel. But how to set alerts. You want to grab your horizontal line. All right, you want to grab your horizontal line. And then you want to go to where it says the clock. Well, it doesn't say the clock, but shows the clock, right? It's going to say add alert. You're going to click that, all right? I just do once per bar. I'm pretty sure I do once per bar. Let me make sure. I don't want to make nothing up. Yeah, once per bar. Okay. You can do once per bar close as well, but I just do once per bar. And then you could give it a name. You can create a title for it, a message, but you know, I know what it's for. I don't really care that much about it. But if you want to put like buy here, sell here, whatever, you could put a message, right? Like let's say if I wanted to say buy here, I could put buy here. Or if I wanted to have alerts, so I'm not staring at the charts for my SL and TP, I could have this say TP hit, SL hit, whatever, right? So let's say I wanted to say buy here, right? Buy here, boom. That's the message, right? Boom. Now it's a clock. So basically when it gets hit, let's see if it'll do it. Sometimes it'll be tripping, but I know when I go to the bigger time frame, there we go, right? I just got a text on my phone and you hear all my tabs alerting me. So this is what I do, y'all. I'm not on the charts all day. My bias is the same for the day. So all I gotta do is know what my game plan is. And then once my alerts get hit, that's when I hop onto the charts, look to see if price is holding the level, if it's rejecting the level. And then I decide to take the setup or not take the setup, right? So this is gonna eliminate all the staring at the charts for hours, right? Because back in the day, that was a thing where you had to stare at the charts for hours, or back in the day, motherfuckers had to flip through papers to look at data and shit like that. But nowadays, you don't gotta do that. Know what your game plan is. You see I have my buy setup here. If price touches this level, obviously the buy setup will ring right here, and I have my buy setup here. Just like with GJ, I got my buy setup here, my buy setup here, right? Every time I'm live, you're always gonna see how my buy or sell setup is already predetermined. Just like with the members and students, and when I do the New York price watch, I always have my buy or sell ideas because my game plan is the same for the day. So then from that point, all I'm doing is letting price do its thing until it's ready to do what I'm looking for. But GJ's still chilling. So until we get an alert, we're just gonna be watching, flipping back and forth between NAS and gold. But like always, you got any questions, drop in the chat. If you want me to look at any other charts, drop in the chat and I got y'all. But we're kind of just chilling right now. Again, we had big ass pushes yesterday and Monday, and we have no news today. So we're simply just waiting for volume and our confirmations to be met. But retracements are happening soon. You know, in a perfect world, the retracement would happen tonight and tomorrow. That way, Friday we can end with a bang. But that's just me wanting a perfect case scenario. We still just gotta wait to see what price does. About to see what happens here. So gold's still chilling right here. NAS chilling right here doing the retest. Got a new 15, a new hour about to pop up in 3 minutes. Let's see what happens with these three charts right here. Gold's still chilling. NAS is pushing. Everybody see a GJ, how GJ reacts right here. Yeah, depending on what price does pre-New York, we might see some retracements take place today. We're gonna see though. We're gonna see. We're gonna be on for a little bit longer, y'all. We're gonna be on for a little bit longer. Gold's still teasing us right here. Nas is pushing. About to see if GJ is gonna hold this level right here. Again, y'all, you don't want to just enter trades. You want to enter buys off support levels, sells off resistance levels. If you don't understand support resistance, I got y'all. Let me drop a video for y'all. But make sure to explore the playlist as well. I got videos for damn near everything. Let me find the video really quick. Right? Because if we would have just went for a buy here, look how our stop loss would have almost got hit for no reason. You always want to wait to see a price could hold a level of support. If you're looking for buys, hold a level of resistance, you're looking for sells. Now, obviously, we've been buying the past couple of weeks, so I can't really find a set example. We could try to look for them really quick. But when was the last time we took a sell setup? That's the real question. Let's try to find out really quick. Let's try to find out. So we've been buying the past couple weeks. Okay, so we took a sell setup April 12th on GJ. Alright, cool. Let's go take a trip down memory lane. Wait, it said April what? April 2nd. I was like, okay, it could have been April 12th. I was like, that would have been just right around the corner. Right. But you can see right here. Alright, look at my level back here. You can see how we entered after price held this level as resistance. Held this level as resistance. Right, you can see price hold this level as resistance. Support to resistance. But yeah, so make sure to check out those 2 videos, y'all. We're gonna be on for a little bit longer. Again, y'all, we're still just holding to SR-TV gets hit. Hey, you see how we would have took a loss right here for no reason? So even if this does hit SL, doesn't really matter. The reason why I always say hold the SR-TV gets hit is because drawdown's a part of the game, SL's getting his a part of the game, right? You always want to know what you're risking. You always have to be okay with what you're risking. If you're not okay with what you're risking, that's when the drawdown really fucks with you, right? If you risk more than you was expecting to be risking, that's when the drawdown fucks with you. But if you know how much you plan to risk per trade, you have to be okay with risking it, right? That's the whole point of risking it, right? So let's say I'm risking X amount of dollars. Like say I'm risking 3%. If you're not okay with risking 3%, don't risk 3%, right? One of the mistakes I used to make, and I know a lot of people be making, is they'll put a lot size or contract size only thinking about, oh, if I catch X amount of points or X amount of pips, I can make X amount of dollars. You also got to think about if you go down or the opposite and draw down X amount of pips, X amount of points, you can lose X amount of dollars as well. You see what I mean? Every trade I take, not only do I have full confidence in, but I'm okay with what I'm risking. And I know how much we're going to be potentially making per trade. This is going to help you stay a lot more cool, calm, and collected. On top of obviously knowing what's happening on the charts, right? Whether I win or lose, if I can understand what took place, I'm okay with that, right? Because think about it. If I have a high win rate strategy, I'm not over leveraging. I know how much I'm risking. I'm okay with what I'm risking, and I can understand what's happening on the charts, whether I'm in drawdown or in profit. A lot of that emotions and shit that people talk about online gets eliminated. You see what I'm saying? So if you don't know how to count pips and points, again, go to the day trading tips playlist. I got videos for damn near everything. But again, this is why I don't do buy limits. This is why I don't do sell limits. Because you'll lose a lot more trades just trying to do buy or sell limits or breakout trading versus waiting for the BCR. But we're going to see what this next 15 looks like. Yeah, so GJ might be doing that retracement we was talking about earlier in the live stream. GJ might be trying to do that retracement. Let's take a look on the bigger time, bro. Yeah, we could see a retracement take place today. All right, y'all. So gold's still chilling here. NAS is pushing, and the GJ obviously rejected. So we're still gonna let this do its thing. Shout out to those that's in the NAS setup. We're still gonna hold this until SL or TP gets hit. And like I always say, we don't see anything between now and 6 a.m. Just wait till 8 o'clock, 9:30. Shout out to everybody in the live. Shout out to everybody's been alive since the beginning. Shout out to everybody's been alive since y'all joined. It'd be funny if we tries to take off right now, but I'm about to lay the fuck back down in bed for a couple hours. All right, still gonna be on the charts though. Got a new video dropping for y'all later on today. Make sure to be on the lookout for that. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Y'all see that scrolling at the bottom of y'all screen. Instagram, playmaker_way. TikTok, _playmakerway_. But yeah, so we're about to see how gold plays out. And then we'll see what GJ does going into New York session. Peace, we out.